This is The Daily Rule. I'm your host, Bryce Prescott, and welcome to your insider access to the mindset, skill sets, and habits of the truly successful. These rules of success are short 10 to 15 minute messages, making it easy to consume and share for maximum impact. Here's today's Daily Rule. Hey, what's going on, my friends? Yes. This is, of course, your host, Bryce Prescott of The Daily Rule. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Just real quick, because I've been doing these on video, there's a couple things that I want to make sure is clear. If you're watching this on the Facebook Live, please share, engage, comment. This is an interactive thing. I go back after the fact and respond to every comment and engagement. The numbers are low on the Facebook Live stuff just because I haven't been doing video forever, and all of a sudden I go bam and do a bunch of video, so I get it. I'm trying to warm people up. That's why I'm asking, please share, please comment, please engage, be a part of it. Now, obviously, you guys that listen to this just on the audio, you're like, I don't care, Bryce. I'm one of the old school guys here. Just listen to the audio, which, again, I thank you as well for being just supporters of the show in whatever platform it is that you find yourself consuming this. I'm really proud of what we've been able to create here. We have a nice little community. The Daily Rule Facebook group continues to grow. There's an open invite for you as a listener to this show to be a part of that Facebook group. The link to be there, it's just called the Daily Rule Facebook group. Super original, right? And the link is in the episode description. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's in the show description. And if you're on the Facebook Live, there's a Linktree link that will be posted soon. Just the Linktree/Bryce Prescott, which will have the direct link to the Facebook group. Now, I wanted to get into something today that was sparked by a conversation I had with a good friend of mine at the gym. You know, there's this dance between the two sides. I've discussed this at length, but I'm going to keep harping on this. In order to actually truly be successful, you guys have heard me say the three things. It takes mindset, skill sets, and habits. You've got to have the proper mindset, the proper belief, the proper vision, the proper understanding of your worth, of your worthiness, of your capacity. You've got to be able to see and understand that. And then you have to pair that with skill sets. You've got to know what to do. So the mindset part is really belief. The skill set part is the action. And I wanted to focus on that belief part, the faith part, the part where you have to dig deep and really understand why it is that you are actually worthy of the success that you desire, that you are actually able then, because of your divine connection to some source, some being, some divine, that you can then take that and take action through that new belief, and that the things you desire from the physical world will manifest. You know, I know that sounds like I'm riding a rainbow across a field of wheat when I talk about that, but it's important to discuss this faith stuff, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about how faith is not a religious distinction. It's a universal principle. It's that you believe that we believe in the inherent goodness of the universe to which we're a part of, and that faith in the idea that you are worth the effort that it takes to succeed. Let me be clear about that. When we talk about faith and belief, and faith in yourself, and faith in an idea, and faith in an outcome, all that, the part that is overlooked but is the key part is faith in what? Why do I believe this? What? Just because? I just believe automatically because I'm worthy of it? That just works? Well, it doesn't work. Actually, it's intellectually dishonest. We have to have faith that we're a part of a system, of an organization, of an event that actually allows for me to not only feel, but to know that I'm worthy. And then in that understanding, lean into the other things that are available through that system to succeed. Again, this is not a religious distinction. This is faith in the idea that we live in a friendly universe. Faith that God wants you to succeed, has provided you all of the resources that you would need to succeed. It's different for every person. Every person has different prejudices. Every different person has different advantages. But overall, there's not a single person whose ears this message could hear, whose eyes this message could see, that can't figure out how to overcome their challenges and succeed in partnership with this friendly universe that we're a part of. That's where we get to understand it. We got to stop looking at this earth as an evil, unbearing place that just swallows up anybody that wants to do good in it. And then on the other side, in our meditative experience, be like, oh yeah, I'm worthy of success. I'll totally succeed. Well, if you're believing that the playground to which we're a part of is horribly lopsided and won't allow you to succeed, you telling yourself that you're going to succeed is a fool's errand. It won't work. And so the belief in what, the faith in what, is where we get to really dive in. Because here is my truth. Here's my belief, and this belief is so strong that I don't even really believe it anymore. I see it as fact. Here's my fact, my truth, my belief. We are a part of a friendly universe. And this same friendly universe does not get attached to the morality of our decisions. It basically will give us back whatever attention we are giving to, and fill in the blank. So if we're focusing on the struggle of life, the universe will give us back more focus, more struggle. If we're focusing on our lack of love within a relationship, the universe will provide us back more lack of love. If we are focusing on how wonderful it is to have all the money that we have, the universe will give us back more money. You see what I'm doing here? You see the pattern? And so the work for you and for me is to maintain that faith that it's a friendly place, that belief, and seek out the evidence that it's so, separating it from seeing the consequence of others and their focus on negativity. Just because somebody else focuses on negativity and gets more negativity in their life, doesn't mean that this whole planet is just a negative place. It means that it honors that individual person's focus. When we focus on the positive things, the loving things, the expansive things, the abundant things, we'll see more of those things. And here's the beautiful thing. It's not black or white. There's so many shades of gray on this. When we stop focusing on the positive things, we'll stop seeing the positive things. When we stop focusing on the negative things, we'll stop seeing the negative things. Like I said, the universe doesn't have a moral attachment to your focus and choices. It lives and performs by an algorithm, basically. And when it's broken down to the most simplest point, it's like, well, whatever you give attention to grows in your life. Give attention to the right things then. Does that mean you're not going to notice other things? No. That just means you get to be less willing to feed them. There's that meme or that story about, the two wolves, and one wolf is negative and one wolf is positive, and they're battling it out for the attention of your mind. And which wolf wins? Well, the wolf that you fed. Okay? So whatever we're giving our attention to is what we're going to see. Now, why does this matter now? Well, yesterday I did a video about what you're doing when you're already succeeding and how you have to handle opposition and people that don't like it. And that was a very real world tactic. That was something to where it's like, okay, so I'm involved in focusing on the positive things, but yet this still keeps coming up for me. How do I handle it so that I can decentralize it? I can take it out of take its power away. So I'm focusing on the positive stuff. Okay. Well, on the flip side, I realized that, that metric doesn't matter. That tactic didn't matter if underneath it all, we actually believe that this place is crappy anyway. So I wanted to make sure that today I focused very simply on faith. You are worth it. You can succeed. The universe is a friendly place. This is not a faith distinction. And that's where we get it all mixed up. That's where we lose sight of things, is when we think that the universe cares. There's rules in place. There's laws in place that govern our happiness and our sadness. There's physical laws of nutrition and health. There's communication skills that make your relationships better. But in the end, if you're playing from a playground it's full of potholes and bad and smells and it's just not friendly to you, none of that stuff's going to matter anyway. You got to dig into it and understand that all the calamity we see in this world is not a moral thing. It's just we create it through our thoughts, intentions, and actions. And that focusing on disease is not how you become healthy. Focusing on poverty is not how you become wealthy. Wallace D. Wattles has that great quote, and I'm paraphrasing and probably butchering it, but where he says that the best thing you can do for the minds of the poor is to get the idea of riches in their mind. The best thing that you can do to help the poor is to not be one of them. The universe is a friendly place. I want you to believe that. I want you to really, on a core level, know that there's nothing stopping you from getting what you want. Then your attention to it, your intention to have it, your vision of choosing it, and then your belief, of course, and then taking action of all that stuff. Let's just simplify this. Let's just get out of this guilt world we live in. So much garbage has been thrust upon our psyches because of belief systems and structures that are based in fear. We don't need to be scared of it. So understand you can and will if you do it right. So I'm going to end it there. Again, please join my Facebook group. Check out applythescience.com. I do have a very small paid community to be a part of where I do weekly trainings, and the bang for your buck in that group right now, as it's very small, is ridiculous. So go check out applythescience.com and see if that's something you'd want to join me with. Anyway, my friends, you know the drill. Love your life, live out loud, and like I always say, until next time, take it a day at a time. I'm out of here. Thank you for joining me for another episode of The Daily Rule. If you'd like assistance applying today's rule to your life, I invite you to click the link in the show notes and download my free assessment tool, The 3 Methods, that helps you to know exactly where you should focus your attention for the quickest transformation. As you're aware, the opportunities to be coached directly by me are limited, but if you'd like to see if you're a fit for us to transform your performance and your mindset together, making your life exactly what you've always hoped it would be, reach out to me at bryce@rulesofsuccess.com. Also, if today's episode resonated with you, I ask that you please head to iTunes and leave me a 5-star rating and review. That link is also in the show notes. Thanks again for joining me for The Daily Rule.